Here in Singapore, we're no longer strangers to car brands from China. By now, BYD, Aura by Great Wall Motor, and Maxus should be some names that buyers here are familiar with. By extension, we also have Chinese-owned brands such as Volvo, Polestar, Lotus, and MG. In the past year, however, we've not only witnessed new brands that have announced their imminent arrival here, but also new dealers who will be joining the fray. Here are the brands that you can expect to see this year and where to buy them from. If you are thinking about getting a car from one of these brands, why not pair it with some cool new rims and tyres from Sgcarmart eShop? Sgcarmart eShop is the simplest and easiest way to buy your tyres worry-free. Browse from our online catalogue for your car's model or enter the size you're looking for. eShop makes tyre shopping a breeze by providing you with all the options at great prices and a list of curated, reliable installers at your fingertips. With eShop, you'll never have to worry about hidden cost. Simply make payment online and head down to the selected tyre installer with the purchase order and you're done. Changing tyres can be that easy with Sgcarmart eShop. First up, we have J.Crew and Omoda. Both are sub-brands established in 2023 under the Chery Group and were created to be export-only models for sale outside of China. Omoda was originally made for the Russian market with the launch of the C5 crossover. The C5 is a petrol-driven SUV and has since made its way to several markets across the globe under different names. In Singapore though, we'll only be getting the electric-only variant, the E5, that was shown off at the 2024 Singapore Motor Show. If you aren't quite ready to go electric yet, fret not, because there's the J.Crew 7 too, a hybrid SUV that's also coming to Singapore. J.Crew is yet another export brand from Chery that is a rebatch of their Tansuo models from China. The J.Crew 7 is originally known as the Tansuo 06. The cars will be sold by Vertex Automobile, previously the authorized dealer of the Seat and Cupra brands, which have since gone back to the Volkswagen Group. Vertex has now reunited with Chery with the E5 projected for a first quarter 2024 launch. Meanwhile, dates for the J.Crew 7 have yet to be announced. Next, we have Denza, a sub-brand of BYD. Initially a joint venture with Mercedes-Benz, Denza is billed as a luxury EV manufacturer and is based in Shenzhen. Mercedes-Benz has since stepped back in the partnership, with BYD acquiring 90% of the brand after a restructuring in 2021. Currently in China, Denza sells the N7 crossover, N8 SUV, and D9 MPV. Initially available in select Chinese cities, the brand has since made its way across China as well as overseas. Away from the 2024 Singapore Motor Show, Denza previewed the D9, a luxurious electric MPV at a roadshow in Suntec City. It will be the first model to arrive in Singapore from the brand and will be a welcome change in the sea of crossover and SUV EVs. Denza will also be sold by BYD's authorized distributor, Vantage Automotive, and is set to arrive sometime in 2024 with no firm dates at launch. Another premium EV brand to look forward to is Zika. Within Geely's portfolio, Zika is positioned as an EV-focused premium brand. The brand almost mirrors Polestar, a Geely-acquired brand in its operation too. With design offices in Gothenburg and a manufacturing facility in Zhejiang, it's not surprising that both share many similarities. In its current model lineup, they have two sedans, an MPV, and a crossover, of which the latter two will be coming in Singapore. The names are the Zika X and 009. The Zika X is a crossover and will be the most affordable car from the brand. The Zika 009, on the other hand, is a luxurious MPV. Expect the two Zika models to go on sale in Singapore in the first half of 2024. When it arrives in Singapore, Zika will be represented by Premium Automobiles. If that name sounds familiar, that's because they are also the authorized dealer for Audi in Singapore. With Zika's impending arrival, Geely's presence in Singapore continues to grow, with Volvo, Polestar, and Lotus already in the market. We will also see Series cars in Singapore soon. The Series Group is headquartered in Silicon Valley, where their R&D happens, while their cars are manufactured in Chongqing. Here in Singapore, their commercial vehicles are currently on sale under the DFSK brand. Again, at the 2024 Singapore Motor Show, we had a preview of what's to come in the form of the Series 3. It's a compact SUV that's built as an affordable EV aimed at the budget-minded buyer. Naturally, it will also be a Category A COE car as well. The Series 3 is projected to arrive by the second quarter of this year and will join DFSK to be sold by Hongse Evolution, Hongse Group's EV subsidiary. Hongse, if you remember, was more famously known as the former authorized dealer of Maserati and Ferrari. In 2019, it attempted to bring in Geely's Geometry EVs, which never materialized. They were also the first to sell Tesla's entire model range in Singapore as a parallel importer. Finally, we have GAC Aion and Neta. GAC Aion is the EV division of the GAC Group, or Guangzhou Automobile Group. They are more well known for their joint ventures with Toyota and Honda to bring these Japanese car makers' vehicles into the China market. GAC Ion's EV lineup comprises mainly of sedans, crossovers, and SUVs. They also have a two-door electric supercar on sale too, called the Ion Hyper SSR. The car that's arriving in Singapore though is the Ion Y+, an SUV with very distinctive headlights. In China, the Ion Y+ directly competes with the BYD Atto 3. Could we expect similar competition here in Singapore? Then there's also Neta by Hozon Auto. While this fully electric car brand is still relatively new, they have the backing of China's famous Tsinghua University, where their founder went to school. Neta's current lineup consists of a sedan, a coupe, and 2 crossovers. And if you've noticed the trend with the other brands, yes, we're getting yet another crossover. The Neta Aya, a facelift of their hugely popular Neta V, will soon arrive in Singapore and will likely come off the assembly line from Neta's brand new Thailand plant. Both GAC Ion and Neta will be sold by Vincar, making this their first time as an authorized distributor. Vincar may be more well known as a reputable parallel importer and used car dealer, but you can soon count on them as an AD for Ion and Neta as well. And with that, that's every Chinese brand that's heading to Singapore this year, at least as of right now as we're recording this video. While the trend we've seen has largely been towards affordable electric crossovers, the handful of premium options coming will definitely be interesting. What do you think about these brands that are coming to Singapore? It's a very interesting time for our automotive market indeed. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to be updated as these brands officially launch their cars in Singapore, and follow us on TikTok at Sgcarmart to get exclusive previews as they arrive. That's all from us for today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Saying manufacturer, okay. It's an affordable EV aimed at the budget-minded buyer. Naturally, that was so weird. An SUV, that's my surname, we. Oh, we're at the end! Hallelujah!